is up, guys? Today we're going to demo how to do a kettlebell deadlift. So a few things need to happen. First off, you need to be in gear that's going to be comfortable and allows you to be mobile. Most importantly is what you're doing with your feet. No running shoes. So I either want you barefoot. Lots of times you'll see people in socks. I want to make sure you're not going to slide on something though. Or you can be in some version of zero drop stiff-soled shoe like a CrossFit shoe or a Chuck Taylor. Just no running shoes, not even the zero drop running shoes. They're too squishy, all right? Next up, stance. We're talking hip width, not shoulder width apart. Next up, I'm going to screw my feet into the ground, which is going to drive my femurs up into the bottom of my pelvis. I double check because that should make my glutes activated. Next up, shoulders, just down and back. Nice, just good posture, okay? Here's the hardest part that everybody has now at this point. I want you to, and this is going to be slightly exaggerated, see that? Breathe into the diaphragm and fill that diaphragm up like an airbag that pushes down onto your pelvis and back against your lumbar or lower back. So screw the feet in, double check the glutes, shoulders down and back. Fill that diaphragm with air, get a little bit of full body tension, like that old-timey video when you saw the guy eat the cannonball. That's what we're doing. We're prepared for a cannonball. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna start side view. We do not reach forward. That's not a hinge. Technically it is a hinge. It's not the hinge we're looking for. We want to initiate with the hips going back. Notice my shins are gonna stay relatively perpendicular. Some point now, I feel like my hamstrings are getting a really good stretch, at which point then I'll bend down to get the kettlebell, and I'm going to take my hips from back to forth. A squat is hips are primarily up and down. Hip hinge are hips back to forward, back to forward. Okay, so now let's execute this. Notice when I'm moving this kettlebell, even the demo to you, I'm keeping it upright, shoulders are up, hips are down, neutral spine. Don't ever want to take for granted and compromise the back. So let's do a front view. Kettlebell starts between the arches of my feet. This is always where it starts and this is always where it stops. If this bar were extended, it would be touching my shins. Hip width apart, screw the feet in, test the glutes, shoulders down and back. Fill the diaphragm with air, bring the rib cage just slightly down, keeping a straight line from my head to my tailbone. I'm going to send the butt back. Now my hands can't reach the kettlebell. This is at which point I bend my knees just enough to hold the kettlebell, and I'm going to drive my belly button straight to you. Reverse it. Notice where the kettlebell goes back down, right between the feet. Let's do a side view. Again, hip width apart. Screw the feet in, test the glutes, shoulders down and back, fill the diaphragm, rib cage just a little bit, tension for the cannonball, hips back, hips back, hips back, hips back. I can't touch that kettlebell. Now I can bend my knees. I'm gonna drive my belly button straight forward. Reverse, straight forward. Notice where my eyes are. Gazing straight ahead of me, straight ahead of me. I am not doing that. No, I am. And I'm maintaining a nice straight line from the crown of my head to my tailbone. Hope that helps. If you have questions about the kettlebell deadlift or any deadlift for that matter, shoot me a DM, message me. I'd be glad to help you out. Cheers and rubber side down.